Oh, are we rolling? Oh wait. Cyril, hey, how you doing? Seriously, why is Crofty in here? Why? So here we are in Hungary. We've won a race before the summer break. Let's get to know this circuit. Not a bad first try, but we can do better.
Practice program over. That's all we need for now. Return to the garage pronto.
Very good beginning then. Now it's the turn of the tyres. Let's see. The tyre wear is good for us round here. Doesn't look like it's the best.
Okay then, that's the end of the program and plenty of useful data. Return to base when you can so we can go over it.
So now it's on to fuel saving. Hopefully it's a bit better than the tyres. Oh, looking very good. Optimal. That's what we like to see. So now we go on to the race program, taking some wing out. Let's see how the car handles with it. Oh yes, perfect. We got some race pace. What are you doing, Ferrari? Okay, just go by us. So a fantastic first practice for once, with Raikkonen ahead of the Mercedes, then his teammate Vettel, the Red Bulls, Perez, and there is Hülkenberg in the top 10 alongside Grosjean. As you've got Ocon just outside the top 10, you've got the McLarens, Toro Rosso, Williams and Saubers right there at the bottom. But let's see if we can continue our good practice form in second practice. So we are trying the tyre test again. So we get improved tyre wear in this second section with
Rich mix is available again, but there is a chance the issue will reoccur.
more rubber laid down, hopefully help the tyre wear a bit. After it's agreed track in practice one. Pretty average beginning. Oh, that's looking very optimal.
That's the end of the program. Box this lap so we can analyse the data. Box this lap.
Looking very good for tyre wear, looking very good for everything around here in Hungary. Car loves this place. It's showing we've got the long run pace to race, pace all the ingredients to have a good race. Let's see if we've got the 1 lap pace as well. Oh yes.
Program complete. Good work. Head on back to the garage and we'll start going over the data.
Just having a little run on the medium tyres for race pace, see if this can be the tyre can switch to in case anything happens. I think it's looking pretty good on the medium tyres as well. So you've got Raikkonen at the front ahead of the Mercedes and his teammate, and then the Red Bulls. Then myself in 7th ahead of Perez, Kvyat and Grosjean. So outside the top 10 you've got Ocon, Magnussen, there's Nico down in 13th, then the Williams, McLarens and Saubers and Sainz in the Toro Rosso. Nico going for a bit of a different programme and practice too, but we've definitely got some pace on those super soft tyres, matching the front runners there ahead of Perez. Very happy are the team and myself after that opening day in Hungary. Let's see if we're going to do anything in final practice. With it mostly raining in practice 3, we just decided to not run, just save the car, save all the components of the power unit and sit out practice 3 with Hamilton at the top ahead of the Ferraris in Verstappen, Bottas, Perez, Grosjean, Ricciardo, Ocon and Sainz. Outside of the top 10 you've got Nico and myself, you've got the Saubers, you've got the McLarens, you've got the Williams and Kvyat and Magnussen as well. So we've shown superb pace in practice, but translate into qualifying. Oh, it's that time again.
Hi, it's Emma. Your qualifying goals came up in the board meeting this morning. Here's what to expect.
She never tells me about these board meetings, just, oh, there's a board meeting this morning. Great agent. Has got the qualifying trial for hire and beat Ocon. Easy. So here we are going for qualifying 2, but without rich mix. How much will that cost us? Well, not as much as hitting the barrier.
Damage only looks minor, but you'll need to take it easy to avoid making the problem worse.
Alright, Jeff, calm down. Now that I've driven back to the pits, the car's had a once over by the team, mechanics, and Jeff's been calmed down. Let's try this again. So I made a mistake on our previous lap. Here we go, 1 chance to do this. Let's see what we can do. Head towards the first corner.
There is a chance the issue will reoccur.
We do have a rich mix back. Get up to rich mix. hopefully the tyres aren't too well worn. As got up the hill, commit, got to attack every corner. Right-hander, so easy to lose it through there. Into the chicane, so easy to lose the back end under braking. It should shift up, and now the tricky middle set, so I've got to be patient with the car. Front end sticking nicely though. Now into the last sector. Over the curb. Down the hill. This is not good lap time. We've gone slightly wide into the right hand. So going to be making moves into that corner in the race. That's what we will have to. Into the penultimate corner. Got the power. Now the final corner. Keep it in fourth. Just wait for your time to apply the throttle and nail it. And across the line with 21.8. I think we've made it through just about. And we have in 11th behind Nico in 8th, but still we made it through despite having any issues with the engine, with the powertrain. It's good to make it through the qualifying too. With Vettel and Raikkonen at the top, then the Mercedes, then Sainz, Ocon, Grado, Nico, Perez and Verstappen. And going out is Kvyat and the Saubers, Stroll and Van Dorn. Looks like Alonso made it through. Good effort from the Spaniard, but let's see what we can do in qualifying 2. Well, it doesn't look like a lot, has it? It started to rain at the end of the session. We're going to be qualifying 15th. So Raikkonen, the Mercedes, Perez, Verstappen, Vettel, Ricciardo, Ocon, Massa and Nico make it through. Sainz, Alonso, the Hasses and myself do not get through, but still decent position for the race. As yeah, Ocon wins this time. We had the pace, just the car didn't keep together. Yeah, our team's disappointed with us. I've heard that before. Oh, hello.
Hi, it's Emma here. Just wanted to let you know what the team are hoping for in the race.
14th of Haya and beat Ocon. Did you see our practice form? That's why I said it was decent for the race, because at least we can have a good fight and then we'll be into the points and beat Ocon's face in the race. I mean.
With me to enjoy it all is Anthony Davidson, a man who made his Grand Prix debut here with Minardi back in 2002. So, Ant, this is a bit of a special one for you, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I'd say so. I also stood in to commentate on Jensen's win in 2006, and as I was a test driver for Honda at the time, you can imagine that was quite an emotional Grand Prix. It's also a tough circuit on the drivers, this one too. Lots of long, slow corners that require a lot of patience from inside the car. Plus, it's a very downforce heavy circuit. I mean, it's all relative, of course, but if you're lacking a bit in downforce, or if you've got a bit of an imbalance in the setup, this is definitely one of the worst places to have to deal with that.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion. And Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Raikkonen, Ricciardo, Max Verstappen and Perez, Bottas, Ocon, Hülkenberg and Felipe Massa, Sainz, Alonso, Romain Grosjean and Magnussen, Renault, Kvyat, Stoffel Van Dorn and Lance Stroll, Wehrlein, and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
So we are revving up the engine for the start. Let's get underway.
Rich mix is unavailable. Rich mix unavailable.
Jeff, stop it. You said that enough in practice and qualifying. Because you want to make a move on Alonso, but we had stuff on the outside, we had Toros on the inside.
The front wing is badly damaged. You've lost a lot of downforce on the car. Pit and we'll fit you a new front wing.
Thanks, Jeff. Let's go down the inside of Stroll. He's fighting it around the outside. Have to give it up to the Williams as we run wide, and this time we're going to have to pit at the end of this lap.
We're adjusting the strategy. Come in this lap.
So here comes Ericsson pushing us wide. What is the Sauber doing? Absolute madman. Now he's banging wheels with us. we tell him to shove off. As we'll definitely have to pit at the end of that. This wing damage. We're way behind everyone else already. Gonna have to go onto the medium. I'm not sure that will last to the end of the race though. Be on the super softs at the end maybe. Let's see if that good pace from practice does translate to the race. And we can try and claw ourselves back into a good position. We need it. So we go into pits. But that line came up suddenly. Now we've got to wait 5 seconds. Wonderful. Or is that just going to be added at the end of the race time?
Go now.
I'm guessing it will be. Oh, we're in the last by a country runner, so we're going on to softs
Okay,
instead.
stay clear of the white line on the exit. You'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
And then maybe go on to the super softs at the end. Let's see how this goes. Oh, race pace is pretty decent then. Oh, Lance, what are you doing, mate? Oh,
Nico is in the
okay.
pits.
I know, Jeff. I was about to say that. He rejoins just in front of us. Or does he? Can't quite get the run off the corner. And now it's the pounce while he's getting up to speed. Oh, we're not close enough.
You've been awarded a time penalty for that last incident.
What is it? What's with you, Charlie? Again? What have I done wrong? We've got more cars coming out of the pits. John to Toro Rosso. Behind the Red Bull, is this Mad Max?
Unavailable. Rich mix unavailable.
Get it, Jeff. Try and go down his inside. Ah! With Verstappen. Spurline's in the pits, and looks like we've got a decent gap on. Kvyat, no, here comes the DRS. We can stay ahead of him in the braking zone. So everyone's making their pit stops for the first time. We're in the midfield. Looks like Nico's being held up by McLaren, forcing his way by. He's not going very long. Super sauce. Dive it down the inside. Final corner. Following Nico through. Nico's being held up by the Salva and sneak down his inside. Thank you, Ericsson. And he gets out of the way of us as well. And we get DRS, so we know our rival's right in front as well. Not bad after that first lap incident. A number of guys are pitting out in front of the Haas. Into the points for the first time today. We've got 4 or 5 laps until we pit. So here comes Kvyat with DRS. Down our inside, but very cautious into the braking zone. So we're taken back immediately. There's a couple other guys are pitted. We might have to pit, because we're losing out strategy rise, and now we're in a battle with Kvyat. You know what? It is time to pit. someone else is doing it in front. So we took our penalty.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
We're near the back, but as you can hear from Jeff, got a clear run to the finish now. These mediums. Let's see if we can jump guys like Ocon and Kvyat. Our fresh tyres while they're going round on their war tyres until they make their final stop. It's not looking too bad for us. Oh, we're catching Vernon out of rate of knots. Right in the tail of the Sauber. He's dispatching quickly though. Here we go. Get a good run through the final corner. As Megson is out.
Yellow flag.
No, who put the yellow flags here? God damn it, Magnussen.
Green flag.
Well, if you leave the door open, I'm going to take it. There's no Verstappen's rejoin in front of us in the Red Bull. That is not a good sign. Stewart get up to 15th though. That means Kvyat could rejoin in front of us. There's all the Great Wall of Ericsson's out.
Safety car. Reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta.
Well, I wasn't even showing a delta, so that was really useful. Stuff seemed to have scampered away a bit. But now he's in a battle, I can see. Nico's in. There goes Nico out the pits. Oh, behind us, good. Oh, there's a great battle going on in front between Alonso and Verstappen. Alonso trying to help us again. And there's like Massa's pitting. So we're getting close to the points. Oh, Perez out. There was the Force India. Now we're on the tail of Alonso. Someone's pitted. It's Kvyat. We've leapfrogged him. Got Nico right in our arse though. Alonso in no man's land. The first corner. We're not close enough to take advantage of the DRS. To the left. Nico right on our tail. So we'll dispose of Alonso quickly though. We want to keep on to this point with our time penalty, remember? That's not how to do it, Nico. What are you doing? I said time penalty. Didn't the team tell you about that?
Yellow flag.
Now we got... Is that Ocon? Oh, it's gone. Oh, Pete Tong for Force India. Glorious. Do we not get DRS on Alonso? Nico's got it on us.
Rich mix is unavailable. Rich mix unavailable.
Now that I've caught up to Alonso, Nico wants a 5. What is he doing? And a penalty for what?
Penalty will go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
What have I done to Charlie? Alonso finally pits. finally get DRS. Gap to Verstappen's the same, but here comes Nico again. What the hell is he doing? He just brake checked me in the middle of the braking zone.
We're seeing minor damage to the front wing. Be easy on the car till we get it repaired. We don't want to risk making this worse.
What an arsehole we got in front of us. Now we've got to pit for super sauce and a new ring. Thanks, Nico. Why didn't my team change my front wing? Now I can't go around any corner. Even with the new tyres, no, I can't push at all. Renault just screwed me over today. Here you go, race leader. So what a rubbish race. Let's go for the final corner. We finished. So Vettel wins ahead of the Mercedes with Raikkonen 4th, Ricciardo 5th, Grosjean 6th, 7th, Sainz 8th, Arsehole 9th, Rival in 10th. They are down in 40 behind Alonso, Massa and Kvyat ahead of Verline and Van Dorn as Perez, Ericsson, Magnussen and Stroll all retired. So in the Drivers' Championship, Vettel leads by 40 points into the summer break ahead of Bottas, with Hamilton a 39 points back and Raikkonen just 8 points behind the Mercedes. Then you have Ricciardo in 5th ahead of his teammate, who's up to 6th ahead of Massa by 5 points. Then Perez, Grosjean and Ocon. Sainz up to 11th ahead of Stroll. Then it's myself and Kvyat. Arsehole up to 15th ahead of Alonso. Then Magnussen and Van Dorn, Verline and Ericsson yet to score. In the Constructors' standings, it's Ferrari by 32 points ahead of Mercedes. Then Red Bull, Williams, Force India, Haas, Toro Rosso, that team, McLaren and Sauber yet to score.